Good morning. Reading Deuteronomy 2 this morning about areas of scripture that people don't like to talk about too much. But that's the idea of these studies, is to talk about everything. As I come past it in the Bible, I'm just going to share it, put it out there, give it to you. All right, Deuteronomy 2 verse 24. Moses is beginning to be led to take over some of the lands around on the way to the promised land. And in verse 24, God says, "Rise ye up, take your journey, and pass over the river Arnon. Behold, I have given into thine hand Sihon the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to possess it and contend with him in battle." Now, one of the biggest things, issues atheists have with God is areas like we're about to see. They say, your God, dictates, requires genocide, yada, yada. And that's true. In just basic principle, without looking into context, yes, God instructs the people of Israel to commit genocide at different times. But the thing you need to understand, and atheists won't understand until they get a conviction in their heart, is that God is right in doing so. We'll just skip down here. Oh no, go to 25. "This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who shall hear report of thee, and shall tremble and be in anguish because of thee." Verse 26, now Moses talking, "And I sent messengers out of the wilderness of Kedemoth unto Sihon, the king of Heshbon, with words of peace, saying," and it goes on, and Moses offers peace first. And this is the thing that you never hear talked about. You just hear about the genocide, but not about the peace. Now, if we go to Genesis 15, I'll just turn with my hand here. Genesis 15, verse 16. In Genesis 15, verse 16, God had been keeping a tab for a long time on the Amorites. "But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full." You see that? In the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquity. God was keeping tabs on that. Iniquity is like sin or your wrongdoing. God was keeping tabs on the Amorites. Says, no, give them some more time. Their iniquity is not yet full. They've got more time, more chances. God's shown mercy to the Amorites. They were obviously a sinful people, probably committing child sacrifice like a lot of the pagans back then, and all sorts of other horrible things. But at this point, Moses has said, no, go in there and contend with him in battle, but Moses offers peace. And that offering of peace to a nation becomes a standard a commandment from God. In Deuteronomy 20, verse 10, God says, "When thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. And it shall be, if it make the answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee. No death, no genocide." Verse 12, "And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it." Okay, very simple. A choice. Take the peace or reject the peace. You don't get to stay neutral. There will be a consequence to your response. So, back in Deuteronomy 2, Moses sent the messengers of peace. And verse 30, "Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him, so he rejected the peace." And then it goes down. And verse 33, "And the Lord our God delivered him before us, and we smote him and his sons and all his people. And we took all these cities at that time and utterly destroyed the men and the women and the little ones. Of every city we left none to remain." Now, if the iniquity of the Amorites got full, God had a case against them. It was time. You've rejected the peace. Now it's going to cost you and your little ones and your women and everything in your whole city. Now my question is for you, if you end up watching this video. What sort of case do you think you have against God? You think you're going to stand before him one day and say, "No, I'm a good man. You have no right to punish me, to send me to hell. I've done good, I know." Do you think you've got a case against God? God's keeping tabs on your sin and your iniquity. I would accept the peace that he offered through his son, Jesus Christ. over 2,000 years ago, peace that he offered to the whole world. He offers to cleanse your sin, forgive you of all your sin, and give you a place in heaven and save your life from hell if you just accept him. I wouldn't reject him. Historically, no one's worked out very well on that side of God. All right, amen. God bless you.